Extra Time presented by Carlsberg Club Glasses that calls for a Carlsberg. In association with Reliance Net Connect Ka My Best Plan, it's simply better. Zolo X900 smartphone with Intel inside. Blink and it's done. Cadbury Bonville celebrates the release of The Dark Knight Rises. And DHL Express, excellence simply delivered.
This is at the moment the theatre of dreams for the Spanish and the Italian fans. We are looking at live visuals coming to you all the way from Kiev. The final lap of UEFA Euro 2012 begins right here, right now. Interesting what Balotelli is thinking about and doing, probably playing a bit of a game or probably texting about a few things back home. But Andrea Pirlo is as focused as ever as they board the team bus to get across to that massive structure in Kiev. Questions were asked, different ones at that, of both teams before and during the course of the tournament. Can Spain do the treble? Asked a few, and as they gradually progressed, a few sections even dared to term them boring. Italy walked into UEFA Euro 2012 at the back of match-fixing scandals in the Serie A, but as the tournament progressed, people have warmed up to a new age Italy. Two teams with different characters who've displayed skill, tactically and technically, are here to contest for the Henri Delaunay Trophy. One will emerge victorious. But along the way, both these teams have met different sides that have fought hard, given it everything, and our build-up to the grand finale, we shall look at almost everything that's made UEFA Euro 2012 memorable. A man who's sitting right next to me, not really next to me at this point of time, I should say, is a World Cup winner and a European Championship winner in Frank Lebouef. It's only customary to welcome you first up, Frank.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I know you're ready to put me back on the plane, you know, tomorrow, but you already put me on the corner of the table, really ready to kick me out, you know. I can see that. I appreciate, by the way.
Is it Iniesta's position?
Yes, and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Oh, God, we are talking about football straight from the word go, isn't it? That's what we are meant to, because we are building up to this grand final, and we've got two very special guests who are joining us in the studios of Neo Prime. Varun and Devesh, excellent to have your company. There you go, both of them, waving to you all. And they deserve to be here because they won the contest that we've been running through the course of this competition. Excellent to have your company. Tell us a bit more about yourself, Varun.
I'm right now studying in 12th, FYJC. I study science and basically follow football. I love football because there's something that actually makes me happy when I'm sad. It's awesome to be a football fan. It's great. You just can't describe it right now.
I can understand. Yeah. I can understand your feeling. Devesh?
Yeah, I moved back to Bombay 2 months ago from London. I've been there for the last 12 years and my footballing love and passion has really grown a lot there. Yeah, I mean, just to match what you were saying, I think it's going to be a terrific final. You've got two very technically gifted teams, two very contrasting styles of play. The Italians have been brave. The Spanish have been, as we expect, very accurate with their passing game. A terrific game, and it's great to be here.
It's interesting, isn't it, Frank? Because you look at it this way. I mean, about a couple of weeks back, we saw Spain and Italy at Gdansk, and that we spoke about the fact that that was the first real interesting battle, so to speak, battle being the operative word, and we are finding them in the final of the competition.
Which is not a big surprise in a way, you know. It's true that we saw the first big game, you know, of the competition between two big teams. We didn't think, you know, that Italy would be as good as they shown us, but really they stepped up and they've done very, very well, and they deserve to be here. No surprise from the Spanish team. They are they're the favorites, and they still are, you know, until the final whistle. It's going to be hard, and it's hard for everybody to say who's going to win. You know, how many times today the people around the streets, you know, at the hotel say, "What do you think? What do you think?" I don't think anything. It's such a hard betting.
Is that how the footballers approach a game?
Yeah, so of course, you know, I think it's you know that you have to play a game. That's the worst thing about football when you're a football player. So you have no certainty. You do your best to be at your best, but in a way, you know, they're just human beings. So sometimes they wake up and they're not feeling well like everybody else when they go to their offices. But they are facing the world and facing the media, so they have to give their best. They have to win for a country. But they don't know what they're going to do. That's the worst part right now for them during the day.
You can be fairly bold with your predictions.
Yeah, I think both teams would really respect each other. I mean, these are players that play each other at the top level in the Champions League, in Italy, in Spain. I think, again, like Frank's saying, it's a tough one to call. The Italians have a lot of momentum coming forward with them. The Spanish are obvious favourites, like the bookies would say, but the Italians have great momentum right now. They've come from a 2010 team which got kicked out of the World Cup in the first round, being greeted with tomatoes at the airport, to really, you know, emerging as an exciting team, I'd have to say. I mean, it's not something you normally associate with Italian football, but they're playing great, exciting football. Pirlo is being a great supplier. Balotelli's been deadly up front. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I can see it going quite far into the
Did you guys back Spain or Italy at the start?
Spain.
Is that as simple as that?
Yeah, Spain has an awesome backup line. It has a great lineup. Busquets, Alonso, Xabi Alonso. They're awesome.
Okay, will I be right to assume that you supported England all the way?
Actually, you'd be surprised. No, I wasn't.
Is it because you're now flown out of Heathrow?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I take the Indian out of India, but you can't take the Indian out of an Indian. No, I think I actually supported the Germans. I think so did Varun for a while. It was sad to see them go out, but encouraging to see the Italians play a positive style of football. I mean, they're very technically gifted. They've got great players on the ball. And if they play like that again tonight, I think they can give Spain a few problems. Spain don't look as solid as they've been in previous. Croatia really opened them up, so I think it could be interesting if Italy play like they have been.
I could almost sense a pair of eyes quietly bossing over the thoughts that you've put together. Thank you so much, Devesh. Thank you so much, Varun, for giving us company in the studios of Neo Prime. Time to head into a very quick break, but of course our build-up to this grand finale continues right here on Neo Prime.